About 2 weeks ago, I picked up this $115,000 Lexus 600 HL, which is a hybrid luxury car, for only $2,000. Why? Because the dealership told the previous owner that it needed a new hybrid battery for $8,000, which in Lexus terms means please stop asking questions and just buy a new car. So I ended up buying it, and it turns out the hybrid battery was fine. Matter of fact, a lot of the issues they had with the car, they're actually fine. Then the state weighed in, like they always do, and they said this car was legally unfit for the road because of one stupid little thing that Lexus decided to do. Lexus decided to build the most ridiculously complicated electronic parking brake system I've ever seen in my life. And until that gets fixed, it's pretty much just a $2,000 driveway ornament, like most of my cars. So as always, Joey and I made another bet. If the Lexus dealership finds more than $10,000 worth of stuff wrong with my $2,000 car, then he wins. But if I win, this might be the best, worst decision I've made all year. So today we're gonna try to finish this Lexus and fix it once and for all. Then we're gonna take it back to the people who said it wasn't worth fixing and see who was right.
Guys, there's no chance he's finishing this. At least another month to go.
The internet always warned me about this car, and they said, oh, it was so unreliable, it was so this, it was so that. But I ignored all that, and Joey, I'm not saying this car's unreliable, but it's just all these weird things that you have to do. You have to, tell it to accept certain things. We've been trying this for like hours at this point. I'm just gonna ask Rex if he knows anyone, because this is getting ridiculous at this point. I don't know, man. All right, Rex.
What up?
So I have that Lexus.
Yeah.
And I can't figure out the electronic parking brake. And I'm supposed to get this special tool, but I don't have the license yet. You know any Lexus people that know how to work on these cars to figure that out?
Yeah, I know a guy.
So things are going well. Yeah. Joey, words cannot express how bad this car feels right now. This is no good.
Someone's been saying that for a bit.
It's cool.
Yeah, now it doesn't turn back on.
Yeah.
Good. Well, it's a really nice spot. We
The breeze is beautiful here.
it is.
What are the odds of this thing actually working when I turn it back on?
Oh, it's not happening.
Rich, I'm hungry. We need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fine.
And okay. Well,
Ready?
it's,
So now I'm gonna go. Yeah. Same thing. So.
Well, it doesn't say anything about the parking brake.
PCS system. What is a PCS system? Brake malfunction. I like that we got some fun new warnings on that.
This is a bonus feature.
Parking brake system. That's fine.
I know what's wrong with it.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Yo! What happened?
He said he knew a guy. Never trust anyone that knows a guy, especially in situations like this.
Well, you only asked me if I knew a guy. You never said you needed somebody good.
Oh, what? Oh, that's fine then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, Rex, I'm sorry. Rex, I'm sorry.
Did he really?
Dude, I'm sorry about that, man. Yeah, let me put this back. Rex, the car won't stop. He made it worse.
No, you're kidding.
He made it worse. The car won't stop. No, every light is on. The car will not stop.
What did he say after that?
He charged him $50.
He still charges.
$50.
Honestly, I just met this guy 2 days ago.
Did he tell you he was a Lexus guy?
He did.
Okay.
My neighbor said he was a Lexus guy.
Yeah, okay. Well, this is what happens, everyone. Folks, this is what happens,
so
okay?
sorry.
This is what happens, man. This is what happens.
Sorry.
This car has been the absolute bane of my existence for quite some time now. And unfortunately, we're at the part in this build where things are going to start getting a little bit expensive. What I think is happening with this car, given all the error lights we've been receiving, is that I think the ABS pump has failed, which is a very common issue on these cars. Everyone tries to avoid one of these jobs because this is just about a $3,500 to $4,000 job from most shops. This little thing right here, you see the pump, that's where all the lines are going to it. The system relies on an electric pump and accumulator to maintain brake-by-wire pressure, because the system's brake-by-wire. Over time, these seals inside of this unit, they wear off and they get weaker and weaker to the point where it could no longer hold brake pressure properly. What happens after that is the brake fluid itself gets contaminated. If you look inside here, you actually look inside and see some of the stuff floating around. So the brake fluid is contaminated, and to have all of that contamination floating in your brake system is terrible. That's probably the reason why the brakes stick when you try to drive it. Why this happened all of a sudden, I'm not really sure. It might have to do with the person that Rex suggested pushing a bunch of buttons on the Autel. Maybe it ran through a few cycles and the pump was on its last leg anyways, and then him pushing all those buttons made it exponentially worse. That very well could be it, but regardless, I have to fix this myself. Here's the part replacement. This ABS pump was $1,500 for this part. This is just holding this part drives me absolutely crazy because there was no Chinese alternative that I could purchase for it. And I didn't want to necessarily get a used one because I didn't want to have the same problem all over again. So this is a brand new pump. This is going into the car. And again, if I spent an additional $500, I could have purchased another one of these cars. $1,500 versus a $2,000 car. This grinds my gears. So what we have to do is remove this pump. I don't know how easy this is going to be. I know it's not going to be easy considering how much money and labor the dealership charges for this. But this module has to come out, this pump has to come out, and this entire cowl has to come off as well, including the windshield wipers. This literally has to work. This is the most expensive module to replace in this car, and I hope this is the problem. This is the Prius all over again.
Yeah. I hope it's not that bad.
What's up with Toyota? And like you have to, before any step, remove cowl.
Remove the windshield wipers always.
Remove wipers. Oil change? Please remove wipers. Okay, let's see how awful this is going to be.
I can't believe that guy screwed this car up that bad.
I can't believe you did it either, man. I think I blame Rex for that.
Just pull on it.
I didn't. Well, listen. Listen, Joey. I can't afford to break any more parts on this car. I can't.
What's another couple $1,000?
Yeah. What's another couple thousand on a $1,000 car? I'm being so gentle because I don't want to break anything. But I realize that I can't do that.
It's a Toyota. I don't think you're going to break anything.
All right. So we're 4 hours in.
Yeah, right.
We got the cowl off.
Survey says. Wow. No way. A Toyota with a 10 millimeter.
That's how rare is that? Why does it have to be so secure? Like, why do we have 13 bolts holding this thing down for?
I know you're not going to put them all back in, but
I'm not. This thing might get one. It's lucky.
so angry today. Everything okay?
No, I'm not okay, Joey. This is like, I think it's the part. I think it's spending the $1,500 on a part. Okay.
This should be like a how-to video because I can't find one in English.
The guy started off by saying, "This is the ABS pump," and the next second he was driving it. Like, well, I think you missed a step there, buddy.
What happened in between? That's what I'm here for.
And I messaged him and he blocked me, so that's weird. When you message someone for like help, you message like a YouTuber influencer for help, they generally won't help you. However, if you have a burner profile that has a woman profile pic, that's when the real power starts.
Is that how you've been getting around?
That's how they do. Yeah, seriously. That's how they respond.
Really?
They'll be like, yeah, I have a second profile, and it's a you know, well, I have a couple profiles. One's of a like voluptuous woman, one's a little bit skinny, a little more traditional. I have one that's Asian. I have like an Eastern European account, and I'll be like, hey, listen, can you help me with this? And they'll be like, yeah, sure. Where are you from? And I'll be like, and I'll just block them. That's it. It works every time.
Do they help you first? Or?
They do. Yeah, they do. Like, oh, you know a lot about cars? I was like, yeah, I've been doing this for a while. And then they'll help me most of the time. That's, if you want to get answers, that's how you get answers from people.
Is that how you got the keys to the shop? See?
Yeah. One of my favorite things about working in someone else's shop is that I get to use all their stuff, and I don't have to put anything back. You just use it and throw it on the floor, and then you just say, oh, I thought that's where it went. But one of the advantages of having a disgusting shop like ours is that no one wants to go there. They just stop and they're just like, this is
not their real country.
Seriously. It's always dreary. It's cold. There's no bathroom. There's no heat.
Wild animals flying around.
There's wild animals. And I think we should suck it out and put it in a clear container.
See how gross it is?
Just so you can see how disgusting it is, yeah.
All right, I'll try to find something.
Okay. I want to show you this real quick. In the filter area. Check that out.
Nice.
all that dirt.
That's good for it.
That's all that dirt is now in the poor braking system. Now I want to get the turkey baster. I have a strange story for you,
Oh boy.
Joey. I worked at this nonprofit company, and this woman said that she was trying to get pregnant, right? And I'm like, I was the IT guy. So I was like, why are you telling me this? But, you know, people just kind of say stuff to you when you're the IT guy, you're under the desk, you're working. She actually used a turkey baster. So every time
That's where the story was going.
well,
Okay.
this is turkey baster. So every time I see a turkey baster,
You think of that story?
I think of that. It's really strange. Like, apparently she just went into another room. The man provided the goods, as they say, and they used a turkey baster.
I really appreciate your story. That
Anytime,
was,
man.
Very eye-opening.
I figured if
and
I had
appreciate
to
that.
suffer through it and listen to it,
Yeah.
so do all of you.
Yeah, thanks.
So look at that.
Ooh,
It's pretty dark, right?
that's not supposed to look like that. I'll never look at a turkey baster the same again.
That's every
Thanks for
time.
just ruining-
Every time I see a turkey baster, I'm like, huh, what kind did she use?
Now I have a question.
Yeah.
Was she unattractive? Isn't brake fluid clear?
It's supposed to be clear.
Oh, I can't imagine why it went bad.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's disgusting.
Oh. Okay, now ready? This is the remaining crap out of it.
Now you see why people didn't want this car, huh?
Now I get it. Like, so someone in the comment section was like, "Oh, you got a good deal."
$10,000 later. I fixed my $2,000 car for $10,000.
No kidding.
This is crazy. Imagine this back home. We wouldn't have used a tubing wrench. We'd use your teeth.
Near my teeth, seriously. I use a metal pipe and zip ties to do this. I want to show you guys real quick what happens when you mix Northeast salt with Florida humidity.
Oh my.
Is that not insane? Look at that. The wheels are literally disintegrating. And look, the salt crystals behind it are getting bigger and bigger.
I don't really want to touch this, but...
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
The poor wheels. Look at them.
Yeah, the wheels are
Look at the logo.
I know, it's turning green like the Statue of Liberty. Look at the inside.
That's terrible, man. I feel so bad.
Yeah, I know. It needs new wheels. Look at this. Look at that corner up there. Look at that.
Poor thing.
Looks good. There you go. Come behind here.
Oh, there they are.
Is that them?
That's them. I get the bottom two out, so that's good.
This is insane. 1,500.
Got scammed. I know a guy that can do it for less.
I know that
Rex.
I know for a fact that if I got a used part, it would fail again. I didn't want to do this again, so let's just see what happens. This 20-pound baby is out, and looking at some of the parts, this is the ABS module, the anti-lock braking system. This is where all of the brake fluid in the car goes through, and as we could see, this is very contaminated. The brake fluid is supposed to be clear and not green.
So how does this thing work?
There's actually debris in there. So this is the accumulator. And what an accumulator does, it ends up storing brake pressure. So it doesn't have to run all the time, the pump. So think of it as like a reservoir almost.
I get you.
That stores pressurized hydraulic fluid. This is the line that goes to this reservoir right here. So my fear is that hopefully this isn't contaminated as well, because then we have a really big problem on our hands. No,
That sheet metal bracket, you never want that to come off.
Yeah, seriously. All right.
Wow.
There you go. Let me get the other one back in. I don't even want to dirty this thing.
It's pretty,
It's pretty shiny, right?
yeah.
Oh, wow. It's already pre-filled.
Mm.
Getting somewhere, pal.
Look at this guy go.
I forgot how insanely frustrating this is. I also can't see anything in that hole, so I'm gonna, don't, you,
Nice. Well, now.
oh, yes. Okay. Yep, that one's, yep,
Got it.
that's it. Joey, this Lexus is literally going horribly. Nothing is going right at this point. But there is one thing going right? And I want to tell you about. And I know that you've been noticing a change with me personally, and I'm going to tell you why. You want to know why?
Yeah, why?
You're not going to believe this, dude. I recently switched my dog to the Farmer's Dog subscription service.
What does that have to do with the Lexus?
He loves it, really. We really wanted something that's less processed for him. You know I love Biscuit, right? He's
he's a
my
good
dog. He's my main
great
guy,
dog.
right? He's great. And when I say this is different, look at this. It's all in my freezer right now. It's meat, it's vegetables. You could actually see what your dog is eating. Like traditional kibble is just ultra processed food, but the Farmer's Dog is gently cooked, so it just makes more sense. So it's not just random food, it actually meets AAFCO nutritional standards. So it's like actually checked by people that love dogs and on-staff board certified nutritionists. So the food's human grade and made in human food facilities. So it's actually a really high standard. I've actually had some myself. It's very good food. I mean, and look at Biscuit. You can tell what he thinks about it. He loves it. So after I fed him this, he has a lot more energy now. Obviously, your results may vary, but to me, this is a pretty big win. It's really simple. They ask you a bunch of questions about your dog, and they sent you pre-packaged meals to make it really, really easy. And if you want to try it, you can get 60% off the Farmer's Dog fresh food. Link is below. Plus, you get free shipping and 24/7 customer support. I think it's worth checking out. And the way he enjoys it, I think that says enough. So after a couple hours of struggling, we finally got that ABS pump installed. Now, unfortunately, it's not just an install, set and forget. You have to tell this car that it has a new ABS pump. Remember, this car has brake-by-wire. So the normal standard bleeding procedures that you'd follow, just like bleeding the brakes, calling a friend and having him pump the pedal for you, it's not that easy on this car. On this car, you have to tell the computer to tell the car to actuate the pump so that it actually bleeds the brakes for you. You can't do it yourself on this thing. But thankfully, something very important arrived, that cable for the dealership level software. And after about 30 minutes or so of rerunning the process over and over again, we finally got the ABS lights and brake lights and warning lights to go away. That $1,500 part I purchased actually worked. Now here's where it gets funny. We just spent an entire day fixing a problem that was never a problem in the first place. Now that we wasted our time colossally, we have to go back to the original issue. We have to fix that parking brake. Check this out, dude.
What you got?
That worked. The only error it's showing under the traction control system and the ABS system is the electronic parking brake fault.
Yeah, so we actually fixed something.
So we actually fixed something. So it cleared the vehicle stability light. And now the biggest thing right now, and one of the main reasons why it doesn't pass inspection, is the electric parking brake.
One day later.
This thing's a It's just a little finicky. Dude. It's just a finicky little and it just can't pull the damn thing. Just pull the stupid e-brake. Loosen it a little bit and we'll go back and do it again. Because we got somewhere.
We did get somewhere, yeah.
This car sucks, man. I hate this car. All right, hang on. Let me take this caliper off. Oh. You know what you're doing?
No idea, man.
You're just clicking buttons.
That's what the last guy did too. He had the wrong tool.
That got us.
One day later.
We do have this Autel, which is a pretty advanced vehicle diagnostic system, and this just might have what we need to reset the light for the parking brake. There's a certain procedure that you have to go through. They recommend a dealership tool, but I think you could still use this tool to do the same features. Let's see if this works. Special functions. Use this function after replacing the actuator. I think we're getting close here.
Yeah,
It's
he ain't moving.
still not working. Now, after a few more hours of troubleshooting this thing, both Joey and I got fed up and we decided to fire the parts cannon. Joey, what are we opening right now?
Another parking brake.
Another parking brake. This is parking brake number, I don't know, 7, 10, 4, whatever it is.
So the last guy thought he was doing us a favor by getting it to us quick.
Yep.
Removed the cables and destroyed the only sensor we actually needed, which
Literally
is the tension
destroyed.
sensor.
Yep.
So now we have one dead one, another dead one, so 3 dead ones. That's pretty cool.
This one's seat is better packaged.
Yep. So it's clean already.
It's cleaner already, so we'll see what this one looks like.
Let's see if this one's broken. I wish I could be excited about this.
Yeah,
but
I don't
care.
even care. I don't
care
even
anymore.
care. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this thing's clean.
Oh yeah, really nice. This is as close to new as I've seen.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope they didn't test it out of the car and break the sensor.
Probably not. They
Okay, so
probably
what we're
did,
gonna do, we're just gonna walk over, plug it in.
Call it a day.
Yep. All right, so 4th time is the charm here. Cut this parking brake out again, because we're pros. Here's the new one. Here is number 3, 2, and 1.
Brazen, you're doing it. All right, hold on.
Let's see if there's stuff in it.
Check the wires there. I really want to drive that point home. When you make mistakes and you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, and this is a stupid prize.
We might be getting somewhere.
God, I hope so, dude. I hope so.
Day 11 of trying to get this parking brake to work. Is this the buy a new car alarm?
I think it is.
Check wallet.
It just sends you like a link to other Lexuses for sale. And after several more hours of configuring and fighting with this stupid thing, the new parking brake finally worked. All the lights were cleared, and just like that, we finally fixed the exact reason the state rejected this car. Now, I want to remind you, here in Massachusetts, driving with a rejection sticker is actually illegal. You can get fined, and in some cases, they could suspend your license, all because of a stupid parking brake design. No, imagine getting pulled over, having your car towed because Lexus couldn't design a part properly, and these things apparently fail all the time. Anyways, the old wheels on this thing are cracked, so those have to go, and after everything this car's been through, it definitely needs a proper cleaning before the long trip home. Who knew that one could purchase 4 bad electronic parking brakes? But I'll tell you one thing, I learned a huge lesson on not buying used parts. I should have just bought the damn thing new in the first place. But life goes on. All right, so I decided I'm gonna put Tesla wheels on the Lexus. And when I got these wheels, they were all disheveled. I'd had a ton of curb rash around them, and the wheels were all messed up, and I actually got them powder coated this beautiful silver color by this man next to us. And what's your name?
Hi, I'm John. This is a very popular color that we spray, so it was kind of like an OEM plus silver with a little bit of metallic flake in it, and it's a beautiful Lexus. So I mean,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, the metallic going with the chrome trim. I don't know if you are keeping it chrome, but that's a very luxurious look.
I want to keep it that way. Anyways, man, thank you very much for
My
this.
man, yes,
I'm excited to
Thank
show
you for
what it
giving me
looks
the
like.
opportunity to do them. If I can help out,
No, these look
will.
awesome, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm just saying you could always do the calipers yellow or something.
You think
Or
yellow
red.
calipers?
Or red.
Really?
Yeah.
I hate taking calipers off, though.
I
think you bleed them
yeah,
and
but
you
I
get.
do them.
You do
Drop
that?
the car off, yeah.
So if I drop this car off right now,
Yeah, I do the whole system.
and like I
Take the pistons, seals, dust covers.
Really?
If they're split, I'll take them apart.
You do all that?
We do the inside seals. We do them correct.
Or I do it myself for $5. I don't know. This is the stock Lexus 600H wheel, and I've always thought these were super heavy. I'm gonna weigh these right now, and we're gonna see how much of a difference the Tesla wheels make. So these were square. This is, let's just say 62 pounds, right? 2-pound wheel, 21 arachnid from a Tesla Model S. Let's see what the difference in weight is. Wow, 2 pounds. These are 2 pounds lighter. And this is a rear wheel too, so I'm assuming the front ones are even lighter, obviously, but.
anything.
This car is awesome.
It's like sitting on a couch.
This is like sitting on a giant lake. Like, this is probably one of the most comfortable cars I've ever driven in. And so, you know, I have like, you know, the other whatever luxury cars. Like, this one is probably up there with the quietest car I've ever been in. Quietest cabin. It's smooth. I mean, like, the Tesla wheels, they feel great. They're not bouncing all over the road. Like, this car feels, look at this. It's off. It's the same as a Prius. Like, it's just an EV mode only. This thing is, listen, I'm a firm believer that luxury cars should be EV. There's no reason.
At least hybrid.
At least hybrid, yes. Because in a luxury car, when you have the L like this, it's mostly focused on rear passenger comfort, and they don't want to hear anything. And I think with an EV or a hybrid, you legit don't hear anything in this car. This is awesome. All the issues we went through with, like, you know, 4 parking brake calipers and spending $1,500 on the you know, the brake stroke sensor, or the what do you call it, the ABS module, that was insane. But, like, I think this is the hidden gem of luxury cars. Everyone wants to get an S-Class. Everyone says, oh, I want to get a BMW 7 Series. But I think the old school Lexuses definitely aren't in the equation as much as they should be. And this thing is a phenomenal car. It rides smooth. It tracks straight. This is awesome, dude. This is awesome.
Big fan.
Car. Big fan. Huge fan of this car. So, yeah, I like it. Thumbs up to Lexus. I think I might keep this thing, Joe. What do you think?
I honestly don't want to get rid of it.
I think this could be the new road trip car.
I think so.
Like, I get it. The Prius, it was cute. I still have the Prius. The Prius is cute. It's fun. Whatever. That's great. It's cheap on gas. But this thing, like,
it's comfortable.
It's comfortable, and you don't feel tired when you're driving. Like, the Prius, like, it feels like you're getting punched in the face every 3 miles. Now it's time to start the long trip back to the Lexus dealer. And honestly, this thing is a fantastic road trip car. The big Tesla wheels actually look great on it. I wasn't sure at first, but the more I drive it, the more I think they actually fit the personality of the car. And the comfort, easily one of the most comfortable cars I've ever been in. Top 5, no question. And keep in mind, I'm riding on these Chinese air shocks that I paid basically nothing for, which somehow makes this even funnier. But once you get on the highway, it just eats miles. I was averaging right around 30 miles a gallon, which is kind of crazy considering this thing's only rated for about 22 to 25 on the highway. Now, every time I filled up, I was getting somewhere between 520 and about 600 miles to a tank, which is pretty wild for a 440 horsepower V8 luxury sedan. Only thing is, the CVT takes a little bit getting used to, but there's definitely no shortage of power when you put your foot down. And the headlights on this thing are amazing. The car is 18 years old, and it still has some of the best headlights I've used. Meanwhile, Tesla couldn't figure out headlights properly in 2012. So after 3 fill-ups, this $2,000 Lexus basically carried me almost the entire length of the eastern seaboard. We finally got the Lexus LS600H all set, and I think it looks absolutely beautiful with the yellow calipers and the Tesla 21-inch wheels. Someone actually asked the other day, like, wait a minute, why do you have Tesla wheels in the Lexus? I'm like, because it looks sick. I was able to take a car that needed tons of work, the dealership wrote off, the state wrote off, into this beautiful masterpiece. Again, $2,000, and for that low of money, I think I want to keep this thing. It's pretty freaking slick, right? I think it's cool. Either way, the biggest deal is coming up right now. Even though this car was only $2,000, it still needed a lot of extensive care that if we brought it to the dealership, it would cost us a small fortune. Now, again, at $2,000, I think this is an absolute steal. But at the beginning of the episode, I told you guys that Joey and I made this bet. If we bring this $2,000 car to Lexus, will it cost over $10,000 or under $10,000 in additional things to make it absolutely perfect? I say at this point, it needs under $10,000 worth of work to make it perfect, and Joey thinks it's gonna be over that. Let's take it to Lexus right now and see what they say. Okay, we are back at Lexus, and whenever I'm at the dealership, I always like to look around the lot and see what they're selling these days. The first thing we spotted was this, a 2019 Lexus LS500H, which is basically the modern successor to my car. They have this one listed for about $40,000, and I'll admit, it is a cool car. The chocolate and cream interior is pretty wild looking, but honestly, I'm a little biased. I think mine is still more comfortable, and it definitely has more rear seat room. And it somehow still gets better fuel economy too. And design-wise, I think the old one still holds its own. Then right next to it, They have a rebadged Toyota RAV4 for $45,000. That's not happening. Anyways, enough walking around. Let's go see what the service department had to say and find out who actually won the bet. But I want to go over the repair bill for this car. So what was our bet earlier, Joey? What would we bet?
Oh, if it's over $10,000,
Yep. Then I lose.
then you lose.
Or if it's under 10, then I win.
Yeah.
Now, I want to just go over the fact that we went through pretty much every major subsystem in this car. And this is a testament to the dealerships and what they could find on these cars, because after we did everything, there's obviously still stuff a dealership is going to bill you for. So let's go over it real quick. You ready for this?
Yep.
So the good thing is that they said the battery is about 93% capacity, because they did change the battery.
Oh, they did?
They changed the battery, the main hybrid battery in this car a couple years ago, and they were saying the reason why sometimes the dealership says that, it's no longer good, not this dealership obviously, but other ones, because they don't want to fix the car, pretty much. It's just cost prohibitive, and what they would do is they would tell you to say, hey, listen, are you interested in trading this car for a new one? And that's what happened when we came here. When we came here, what's the first thing he said?
Yeah. Do you want to trade this in?
Do you want to trade this 600 in for the 500, which is really interesting, right? So they said they only get that 500 every 3 months, but even still, so it needs control arms for $2,300.
Yeah, that's fair.
It said it's rubbing in the rear because it's been lowered. They said they could adjust that, but that's like a miscellaneous cost. They have to look into it a little bit more. They didn't pull the suspension for that. It needs a lower rear heat shield for $425. It needs a dashboard.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, it really does.
And there was a dashboard recall for these cars, and this one isn't eligible because too much time has gone by. They currently don't have any dashboards for this car. They're all in back order, so even if I wanted to get one, I couldn't get one anyways. And they said I'd probably have to go to an independent upholstery shop to get that fixed. The next thing is it needs a new rearview mirror. This one is dull and doesn't auto dim. Apparently this is a very common issue. They kind of turn brown and you kind of see double vision with them. It needs spark plugs, $1,375, $1,375.
Honestly, you got to take apart half the motor for that.
Which I kind of get that. I kind of get that.
I didn't want to do it either.
Air filter change, it's like $250. Oil change we already did. And headlights, $5,000 for headlights.
I think I won.
I don't think you did win.
Yeah, you're just saying a whole bunch of numbers.
Hold on. One second. So, 2,300, 425, 575, 5,000, 1,375, 250. Let's see. I didn't do. That's under 10. 99.25. 99.25, baby. Under $10,000.
Would you walk in there and say my budget's 10 grand?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I'm telling you, dude. They dealerships just don't. I don't want to say they don't care because again they've been really nice to us here, but they don't care.
No,
they don't care. Like imagine an old lady walking into the dealership saying, "Hey, can you fix my car, please?" and then handing her a $10,000 bill. That's insane.
Yeah, just trade it in.
Just trade it in. It's simple. Then they're gonna sell this for 15 grand. What we'll do over time, we'll do some upgrades to it. We are going to fix the dashboard. I'm going to have that reupholstered, but we didn't really show that too much in the video, but
yeah, that's pretty rough.
That's kind of melting and like curled up. I think it's a common issue with Toyotas, but there's some issues here with the armrest. There's some, it's been used, but it's been well used, and I think it's an awesome car. So I win, Joey. You know what that means?
Yeah, you get more money.
I get more money. I get a higher budget for cars, a car that's above $5,000 in budget.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fine.
Let's go for it, man.
Don't be crazy, though.
I physically can't get crazy. I don't have that much money. I really don't.
I'm not surprised.
So, yeah. So,
bought enough parking sensors.
Yeah, how many more parking sensors, electronic parking brake calipers, actuators. Yeah, it's just, it's amazing. But no, great car, awesome. But let's see what's next. We got Chinese tires on there. The thing about Chinese tires is they're light, and they're very light because there's not much compound in them in general.
Yeah.
I've been through Freddie's shop quite a few times on this, and every single one of his cars has Michelin Pilot Sport cups or like Cup 2s or some kind of really expensive high-end brand, mostly Michelin. I like these Chinese. This one is called what? Grip Max. Sure Grip, right? And what else? What else do you have here?
They're A+.
A+ and Sure Grips. and
You
pro
got two different types of tires?
and prorate. Come here, this way. On his, right?
Rich, you bought new tires and you got two different types of tires?
They didn't have the size for the rear. The rear was too wide. The price difference was like $17.
Why do you do that?
Which tires do you prefer? This one. Wait, what is this giving me? Pirelli what? Trofeo. I want a sure grip, and I want an A+. That means the best. So I have sure grip, A+, and I think those are Climaxes, Climax 2s. Those are the words I want on my tires.